Hi guys, so I just thought I'd give you a moment to take this all in because this, I'm sorry, even I am impressed with myself. Like, can we just take a moment? Yes, it is Halloween tutorial time. I've created this sort of demonic symbol type thing. We've got... everything just worked so well. It was just one of those tutorials where you have a play, you don't really know what you're doing, but the end product is amazing. Like, I don't care. Honestly, I don't care what anybody else says. I am feeling myself right now. I am feeling my Halloween bougie bitch self. So if you guys would like to see how I created this look, then stay tuned. So to start off, I did coloured brows in the last Halloween tutorial, and you know what? I can't get away from them now. I can't get away from them, so I'm really sorry. I'm going to do coloured brows again. You do not have to. This is going to be like a glam look, but I just can't not do them now because it just looks sick. So I'm really sorry guys, but we're going to be doing the coloured brows. I'm going to be doing them the exact same way that I did them last time, but if you just didn't see that. Obviously you should have seen that, but if you didn't see that, I'll do it again. So I'm going to take the P. Louise and Mitchell Acid Rain paint in blank canvas. You can do coloured brows, bleach brows, anything like that with concealer, but this is a lot thicker than concealer, so it actually does tend to keep my brows in place as well, so to speak. So I am going to be taking just this on my eyebrow spoolie. I'll run it over the back of my hand just so then the product's sort of like a bit more blended in, sort of thing. And then I'm just going to run it through my brows. And it's fine if you get it like above, because we can just, because it is like the paint or a concealer, if you are using concealer, you can just like blend it into the rest of your skin. The only thing I have on my skin as well, by the way, is just moisturiser. There's nothing on it whatsoever. Then I'm going to go in with my... I think I'm going to do purple again because I really did like the purple. But which purple? I think I'm going to use a different purple to last time. I think I'm going to use the Fruity from the Be Perfect Carnival 3 Love Tahiti palette. And I'm just going to take like a fluffy brush, dip it in to that palette and pack it on to my brow. And as I said in the last tutorial, it doesn't really matter if you go like around it or anything like that, because we can like clean it up afterwards. So all I'm doing is literally going in and pressing it into my brows. And it will look terrible until we clean it up, but that's what cleaning up's for. And I'm even just going to proper swipe it in, just to really coat that eyebrow. Because then all you can do is go back with like the clean edge of your spoolie and just flick everything where it needs to be. So depending on how intense you want that colour, I'm going to go for quite intense, because when am I not? So what should have happened with that brow is the base, the paint is on, it's set in place now with that powder. I've brushed them up and it should stay that way. So then it's just a case of micellar water, a cotton pad, and just cleaning around the brow as you normally would do if you do like soap brows or anything like that. You just soak your cotton wool and just clean around them. So now the brow is on and I'm just going to pop off and do the other one. So I'm just going to do the one eye, of course, and then I won't bore you with two eyes, I'll just do the one. So first off, it's going to be, I'm kind of going for like a pinky purple smoky eye with intense glitter on the lid sort of thing. That is what I'm thinking. So I've just primed my lid with the P. Louise base as per usual. Don't even know why I tell you anymore. And I will try and stick to like the one palette. I'll try. Just for ease, but obviously you can use whatever palettes you have. You will probably have the colours. It's pink, it's purple, you know what I mean? So you will be okay. So the first colour that I'm going to go in with, it's going to be quite a simple eye really, the glitter's going to do most of the talking. So the first colour that I'm going to go in with is this Bloom colour from the Be Perfect palette again. And I'm going to take that on a Morphe M505 brush. So I've packed that on my brush and all I'm going to do is go in and bob it in that crease. And as I say, it's going to be like a smoky eye sort of look, so there's no real need to be like precise or anything like that, because it's going to be really, really blown out, it's going to be smoky, and again, the glitter's going to do the talking, so I'm just packing that on big time, and then I'm just going around the edges and making sure that there's no like harsh lines sort of thing. And I might take it down slightly down my nose as well. Only a bit, but slightly down, just to really get that colour on my nose. Because for Halloween, basically, you're allowed to put eyeshadow and colour everywhere. That's just a Halloween thing. You're just allowed to. So yeah, that is the sort of vibe that we're going for. And to really actually deepen up this crease, I'm thinking that I'm going to go in with something like slightly orangey as well. Possibly. I think I will. So I'm just going to take this chili pepper shade. And you know what? I'm even going to take it straight on that same brush. And I'm just going to deepen up that crease ever so slightly. Yeah. And then with a clean fluffy brush, I'm going to go in and just really blend out those outer edges. And I think I even might smoke it out on more of an angle, that outer edge. So again, like I said, this was just a clean brush that I'm going in and grabbing these edges with. Taking it right up to the brow bone, right near my nose. If I go too far on my nose, it's fine. I haven't done my base makeup yet. And taking it quite far out here. And then going in with that first shade Bloom again. I've just wiped my brush on my sock. No, I've just wiped my brush on like a scrubby bit of towel that I use to sort of like clean off my brushes. So I've gone in with Bloom, and I will go in with a tiny bit more of that chili pepper just here though, in that crease. And I am just going to make sure as well that I've gone right down to my lower lash line with that chili pepper shade. So now I think what I'm going to slightly add, I'm going to take just a smidge of the NYX Glitter Primer. Now, if you don't know this little hack, if you take a glitter primer, bob it on, and then add a shimmer, fantastic. It just does something. It just does something. So I'm just going to bob a bit of that glitter glue on my hand. I've just been swatching to see what I want to use. Then I'm just going to take like a fluffy-ish flat brush, and I'm just going to run it on that lid right up to the crease, but not like above it or anything, just on that lid. So just here. There. So as you can see, it's literally just, it's like just a see-through sort of base. So that's the only place that I've added it. And now I'm taking this Blue Moon shade from the palette, and this is like a ridiculous reflective colour. Watch this. Did you see that? It's like ridiculously duochrome. Like you could see then as I was placing it on. And then what I'm going to do is like slightly buff the edges where it meets that crease. And now on like a smaller bullet brush, I'm going to go in with just a smidge of this Blackberry. And that is going to be for the outer corner here and the inner corner there. And that is going to go right there to really deepen things up. And I'm just blending at those edges, feather light, like so. And a smidge here on the inner corner. And because this is like a shifting colour, it just like deepens it up and it will go over the top with this blackberry shade. And just like deepen it up instead of completely overpowering it. Like you can still see the glitter shift through it. So that is how we are looking. And then dipping back into that bloom and chili pepper, going all over that. All around there. So we've got this really smoky loveliness going on. And I can't even help myself, I'm going to have to add some more of that blue moon. And then I'm just going to keep going back in with my shades until I'm like happy with that blend. And this will continue to look a little bit poo until this full base is on, of course, the lashes, the lot. Now, as just a little, you can add down the centre, you can add this Starlight in the palette. Or, if you mean you have like so many glitters and shimmers to play with, I'm going to take the Colourpop Jelly Much Shadow in the shade Big Ego, and can you see the reflectiveness of this? So I'm just going to take this on a teeny tiny detailer brush because I literally just want it going down the very, very centre of my lid. And I'm literally just taking it there, right down that centre. And that is just to add like a little bit more 3 dimension to my eye. And then I'm just going to pat it on to really blend it in. And there we have it. That is how bougie we are looking. So I'm going to jump off, do the other eye. I'll put my base on because I'm literally just doing like my normal sort of base routine. It's just the bronzers and the blush and stuff like that that's going to be Halloweeny. So I'll get to where you'll know and then I'll be back. So here we are. This looks horrifying. Can we actually talk about how important bronzer is? Like, I look like the moon emoji. What is going on? Anyway, I just thought I needed to clarify that for you. I'm really, really sorry that you have to see me as there. In fact, I think I'm going to have to like contour my nose or something, or at least do a little bit of contour. Let me do a little bit of bronzing because honestly, I don't like it. You don't like it. Nobody's enjoying themselves right now, me looking like this. I'll be back. There. I feel like we can all take me a little bit more seriously now because that was horrifying. For everybody involved, that was horrifying. So I thought I'd bob on and finish like the eyes first actually. So for the waterline, so I'm just taking a liner brush. I'm just going to take the Inglot eyeliner gel in black and I'm just going to bob that in my waterline because I know that this is big time waterproof. And then I'm really gonna like smoke out this lower lash line. So I'm actually gonna go in with the black from the palette and that blackberry, that like purpley, that dark purple shade that we used. And that is going right there. And I am taking it right up to that waterline. And I've taken that, sorry, on a PC47. It's just a really, really tiny blending brush. And then I'm going to take another similar brush and I'm going to use that Bloom shade that we used up top. And just blend that blackberry out with that. There. Now we're coming together. I'll just do the same on the other eye. And then just looking at that waterline, I'm thinking that potentially we might have to go in and sort of like infill this top line with some of that liner as well. So I'm going to do that just to really make sure that everything's like nice and cohesive. Lovely. So that's now all tight lined. So now for the fun bit where we start adding like the colour and the highlight and things like that. So I'm just going to go in with my normal bronzing brush. As you can see, it's already been used. Lovely. And I'm going to go in with the shade Mango. So I'm literally going straight in. And I'm also going to mix it with a little bit of that Sundown below it. Just go on the back of my hand first to make sure that those two colours are actually sort of blended. And I'm going to go in. And we're really going to start colouring things in now. So I can see now straight away, bit orange, bit more pink. So I'm going to go in with the shade Hibiscus, which is that more pinky tone down here. Now this is where you can just start having fun. And because these are shadows, these are like extremely pigmented, so please do be careful. I've gone a bit heavy-handed already, as expected, but I can tone it down. I can tone it down, therefore you can tone it down, so don't worry. So yeah, I'm just going in with the clean end of my double-ended brush just to tone everything down a bit, get it all a little bit blended and just take that colour down a bit because it was very, very pigmented. So because these are eyeshadows, they will really, really blend also though. So you should be able to get a really, really nice blend. And you can even add like just a smidge under the chin as well, just to make sure that everything's tied together. You basically just bronze him, but you're trying to add that little bit of Halloween colour twist. This would be like a really, really good like devil look as well, I think, but for now we're doing some demon shit. So if you do think you have gone a bit overboard, I have gone very overboard on this side, but the beauty of makeup and the beauty of baking. So I'm just going to go in with my usual translucent powder. And I'm just going to clean up and I'm just going to leave that to settle. And because we have used like those colours on the rest of his face, I'm going to add a little bit of like nose contour in those colours as well. You'll just have to excuse the powder beard for now. And that will really just help tie the eye with the nose as well. The thing is with Halloween makeup is you really can just get let loose, be creative. There is no right or wrong with makeup full stop, but there's definitely no right and wrong with Halloween makeup. And you can even go in and just make sure that everything is looking as it should on that nose and eye. So you can bring that pink down that we used there, that bloom, to really just connect everything together. And down here, I am going to start like adding sort of like the symbols and things now. Do I brush this away or not yet? Do it. I'm going to leave it a little bit. We look cute, don't we? Looks great. So I am going to add like this pink sort of like in this area because that is where I'm going to have my funny little demonic symbols. So just a fluffy brush and I'm going to take that bloom and just have it running down here. Sort of like that. It doesn't need to be anything like ridiculously precise or anything like that because the symbols are going to be like the star of the show. But I will make sure that it is blended with that under eye. So I'm now going to wipe this away. And if you've wiped away and you can still see like sort of like the line, you can always just go back in with your bronzer. Ha, you bronzer with your pink bronzer brush now. In fact, I will add the highlight now as well. So I think true to style, I am going to try and like stick with the palette. So I'm going to use my highlighter brush, again my normal highlighter brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Pearl. And I'm really, really going to be heavy-handed with my highlight now because it's Halloween. And then to just merge them together, that bronzer and that highlight shade. So it just looks like a wet cheek now. And I am going to put that everywhere that I would normally put my highlight. And as I say, you can be heavy-handed. Halloween basically just means be heavy-handed. That is a stunning highlighter shade though, to be fair, is it not? Wow. Inner corner highlight, I'm going to go in with first the rose pink and then the pearl over it. And then pearl. Just there, right on that inner corner. Yeah. So we are coming up to finishing off now. Now, I'm going to go in with my symbols. So I actually have the Snazaroo like face paints, but you can go in with eyeliner, you can go anything black, anything. You could even use the Inglot. It's just I have the face paints, that's all. So I'd rather not stain my face right now because I should be going away tomorrow, but we'll see. And all I'm gonna do is go in with a bit of water. Obviously you go in with whatever you have. Really, really tiny, tiny paintbrush. So I've got my tiny little paintbrush at the ready, and I've literally just Googled like symbols, that is it, symbols. And I've found some like the sun, moon, fire, water, air, earth, all this stuff. So I'm literally just gonna start doing them on my face. So let's do it.
So this was literally just a case of going in with as steady hand as you can manage and drawing these bits in. And there's literally like no reason for them to be perfect or anything like that. I was literally just going and copying symbols from a bloody web page. So yeah, just I think the best bit of advice is just going in with not a lot of product and just taking your time.
So guys, all my little symbol bits are now done, and I think I just need to add lips and lashes, and I think we're done. So for my lips, I'm going in with the NYX lip liner crayon in the shade Plum. Any sort of brown, any sort of like purple liner will do. To be fair, this would look like sick with a nude lip, but I'm extra. So lips are all lined, and then I'm gonna go in with my MAC matte lipstick in Lust Extract, which is like this deep dark purple. Yes. And then I am going to go in with the NYX Duo Chromatic Shimmer Lip Gloss in the shade The New Normal, which is like a shimmery lip gloss. Is that not amazing? So I think now, a bit of mascara, lashes, and we're done. So guys, this is the finished look. The bow style lashes from Pixie Lashes, and they are gorgeous. They're like, I ordered these the other week, and oh my god, like these were so easy to put on. Like I'm a little bit obsessed with them, but yes, this is the look. I must say, I absolutely love looks like this where I get to play a little bit, where I don't really know what I'm doing, I'm just making it up as I go along. But honestly, I am obsessed with how this has turned out. This is such like a bougie bitch Halloween makeup look. Like, I'm just in love. I hope you guys love it as much as I do. If you guys have a go of recreating it, please, please, please do tag me in it, because I love a little bit of inspo. Like, love it. So yes, this is the very, very end of the tutorial. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a like, subscribe if you can. That would mean the world. But yes, stay safe guys, stay well, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!